Greetings everyone, how is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we are going to look at the relationships. If you already have a relationship or if you already have somebody in your life, maybe you're not so sure about what's happening, but you would like to see what is going to happen next. This is your reading. If you don't have anyone in your life, I'm going to make another video for that. It is mostly called New Love, New Situations. But if you already have somebody in your life, this is your reading, okay? Let me give you enough of time so you can pick from my pebbles. And then we will start with this one. That looks like a chocolate. Okay. Hello, number one. How's it going? I hope everything is fine. I'm going to look at your relationship situations, what can happen. If you already have a relationship, if you already have somebody in your life, but you're not so sure what's happening, this is your reading, what you can see. I don't know how many cards I'm going to open. Possibly 8, but I didn't think thoroughly. I never do. I never do. Anyways, let's see. What can actually happen when it comes to relationships? The Star. Hope, belief, and the good things. Queen of Cups. Regulating emotions. Managing expectations. In a good way. 5 of Swords. 2 of Cups. Alright, kind of strange. Lovers. In a relationship reading, groundbreaking. Ace of Cups. Okay. King of Cups. And Queen of Cups. And Queen of Swords. Alright, at the end of the deck there is 10 of Pentacles. Number 1, it seems perfect, but there's a but. I'm sure you can see that but, okay? Like 2 relationship cards, Queen and King of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Star, everything is really good, but someone is trying to intervene, and this intervention is not like I want that person for myself. I'm going to separate them so I can be with this person. No, I didn't see like that, okay? Someone is trying to intervene for a reason that is ridiculous and unnecessary, to be honest. Like a mother-in-law is getting involved with the situations that they shouldn't get into. It seems like it. It seems like it. This is a good reading normally. You are getting along with the person in your life, or if you are like in a situation with somebody, things are going to be better than yesterday. Some kind of an honest conversation is going to happen. Honesty is here. Don't get me wrong, there's another kind of a situation. This is talking about a lie or winning at all costs. We're going to talk about that. Like feelings are reciprocal. You learned that word, right? Like everything is symmetrical. There's the king and there's the queen. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups. Lovers and the Star. Everything is just like talking some kind of a harmony. And this harmony is talking about a union. There's some kind of a union that is going to happen. Like if you are like in this process of like flirting but there's nothing exclusive yet, this is going to be exclusive, okay? This is a real relationship. Something have happened before this union. Some kind of a situation that have happened before. Maybe you have seen it as like a red flag. Okay, it could be like that. The other person did something, other person said something, and you just like, I don't know if it is a really good union or not. Maybe you felt like, okay, this is not the thing that I want. It is going to be talked as well. If there's any kind of a union that is going to happen, those kind of disputes of yesterday supposed to be talked. This is something that you have to address first. You have to be really honest. At the beginning of everything, the honesty is going to be really important. What kind of a relationship you want? What kind of expectation that you have? At the beginning I said managing the expectations. I didn't say that because I am insinuating that you have a lot of expectations and you have to get rid of them. No. No, of course not. If you have standards in a relationship, you're going to lay it out. You have to be really honest with that. If you're looking for a husband, for example, you have to be really honest with that relationship. You are not spending some time with other people for fun or whatever. You have to be honest with that too. You're just looking for like a serious relationship that is going to turn into marriage. You have to be really honest with that too. Some kind of a dispute, some kind of a disagreement. Maybe you don't see it as like a big disagreement at this specific moment because of, the emotions are really high, you feel really good, the relationship is new or it is going in a really good direction and you don't want to spoil it. But there's some kind of a red flag I see, and you have to address that first before it grows and turns into really ugly thing. And there's a new and deep emotional beginning. Ace of Cups. And two, cards are showing like there's a Queen and King. So it's talking about like a soulmate. Now, I don't believe in soulmates I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, of course, but I don't think that it is that often. Or people are just like using the name of soulmate to get what they want from the relationship. The narcissistic people are using the word soulmate the most. That's what I learned new. Like, this is not like fully fated. This is something that you choose, okay? This is something you choose. You want this thing to happen. You are working on this thing. You are having a potential. You believe in this potential of like this relationship. There's a potential, full potential. It can go really good. But you're the one who is choosing. You're the one who is regulating things. You're the one who is dealing with those kind of things. And yes, emotions are really high and two people are like really into each other, like physically and emotionally, like they're into this situation. But don't make it fool you to like accept everything that comes to your way. Maybe you like this person, maybe this person is amazing, but the family of this person can be problematic. If you just like ignore the actions of the family, it can come and bite you, okay? It can come and bite you. Now, I'm not reading reversals, but Queen of Swords can be like a really cruel bully if it is like reverse, okay? And even though I'm not reading reversals, I feel like this queen is weaponizing honesty and using it under the name of like honesty. They're using some words under the honesty. They're weaponizing it to get what they want. Weaponizing honesty can be damaging as much as the lies. And I see that in this reading. This reading is supposed to be an amazing reading, blissful situation. You are so close to get what you want. Everything can go in the direction that you want. But there's a fly in your soup. There's a fly. Two people can be really connected with each other. Like there's a strong emotional connection. Never forget that. And there's a hope. There's a bright future together. There's a nurturing situation that is going on. Like a really loving presence. Like if you needed somebody in your life, this person can be that person. This is a significant relationship in your life. It can be. It has the potentials. But it talks about like the conflicts and disagreements. Or it talks about like something is... there's a need of like clearing this situation. There's a, sometimes Queen of Swords is talking about like there's a need for clear communication. Don't get caught by the emotions and ignore everything that is going on around you. Does your family like this person? Or do you like their family? You have to just think a little bigger. It can be really important. It doesn't have to be like a huge thing at this specific moment, but it can grow and it can turn into a nasty situation. There's a huge potential for a really harmonious partnership. Nothing can stop it, but you have to address what is going on and you have to address what happened before or what people said under the name of honesty, what people thought about the situation. This can be, honestly, this can be, the Matthew McConaughey situation. It was like on the news for a while. He is with a woman called Camila and she's amazing. And she is a beautiful effect in his life. And she is the reason why he got a comeback at the Hollywood, okay? She's amazing. So she was in love with him, he's in love with her, and everything is nice. But the mother of Matthew McConaughey was calling her by the names of his old lovers. It happened, yes, he dated with them. It's not a lie, but the intention of it was not that great. And now they're talking about it. She says that she endured everything that was going on. And he understands what happened. And he knows how his mother actually treated his significant other. They addressed the situation. And that's why they have this strong communication, strong union. I believe something like that can happen to you. Like, what are you doing? You're going to ask, maybe. Or maybe you already asked. Like, happy, 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 everything is really good, everything is really blissful. And all of a sudden, someone is just like showing up and say something really weird and awkward, and you're like, what are you doing? It could be your mother as well. It doesn't have to be like their mother, all them. No. When you're so happy, some people are just like, no. I'm going to say something. I'm going to do something. And at the end of everything, they're going to be like, why she got so angry? Or why he got so angry? What did I do? I mean, I couldn't remember the names. Really? You couldn't remember the names? Okay, sure. Of course. But at the end of the deck, there's a 10 of Pentacles. And it's just talking about like a really harmonious family. So if you want a harmonious situation, if you want like a harmonious union, a family, you have to address what is going on, and you have to see like potential struggles that can actually happen out of your control. You have to see that first. And if you see that, and if you just like take important measures, everything will be fine. This reading is amazing, actually. This is really good, but you have to see what is going on around you first, okay? That was all. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope to see you in the next ones. Bye. Hello, number 2. How is it going? I hope everything is fine. Let's see what might actually happen in the relationship section. If you already have a relationship, or if you already have somebody in your life, but you're not so sure, like, what is going on with this connection? Or you're flirting with someone, you would like to see, is it a thing or not? Is there any kind of a potential or not? This is going to be your reading. But please, I have to repeat myself. If you just like imagine that you have a connection with someone, this is not your reading, okay? This is for another reading. This is like for the people who already have some kind of a connection. We have other readings for the different situations, all right? I'm saying that because I did that mistake before when I was watching videos of the other readers. What's happening to this connection? And there's no connection at all. It can be delulu sometimes. So I understand. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see what is going to happen in the relationship section. Death. Alright, something is changing. Someone is changing the status, maybe. Alright. 3 of Cups. Wedding. Doesn't seem like a wedding for some, but I just looked at it, you know, someone is changing something and there's a celebration. Must be a wedding. King of Wands. Really charming person. All right. The Devil. I didn't cover, like, should I cover them? Okay, hold on a second. I mean, I don't know. All right. Death and Devil. 2 weird cards together. Okay. Ace of Wands. New beginning. The Star. It was in number 1 as well. 7 of Cups. Wedding. 4 of Wands, okay. And at the end of the deck, there's Ace of Cups. Beautiful. You or your significant other might be really involved with another kind of a situation, not like a love-related situation. It could be like this person can be a workaholic, you could be a workaholic, and some kind of a situation that is going on. And you know, if you're looking for some kind of an attention from this person, you might not get it at first. I had to warn you at the beginning. It's not for everybody, but it is just for specific people, apparently. But I had to say that. I know some people who can actually read this situation as like somebody's cheating someone. I know some readers can see it in that direction, like the devil and the king of wands and the marriage card. It might not be your marriage. Some people are reading in that way, not me. I'm not reading for the cheaters. Sorry. What I see here is that two people are just like having their individual struggles to get together. And these struggles can differ from like one work to like the location. Could be about like the job situations, like money. Is there any kind of a money or not? Some kind of a hope that you guys have, like one day we are going to come together, like something like that. But there's a hold, some kind of a hold. But first we have to deal with this. But first we have to do this. But first this thing should happen. Like the priority is not the union of this relationship for a reason. I don't know why. The priority at this specific moment, the priority of two people are not this union. And I'm not saying that you guys don't like each other. I'm not saying that this relationship doesn't have like the future or it doesn't have the potential or anything. Of course it has. But for some reason, first we have to deal with this thing. First we have to do that. And it's never like first we come together and then we deal with this situation together. No. I wonder why. Things are changing in your lives. You and the other person. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are happening. And there are a lot of things to deal with, of course. But why individually? Why not together? Why? Like two cards that are talking about like delusions. And I was talking about delusions and everything. Everything is happening separately. Like, maybe you don't have to deal with like the negativities in your life by yourself, but you're dealing with those kind of things by yourself. And maybe you have this feeling like if I deal with those kind of things, that I'm not going to bring those negativities into this relationship. Maybe you have that kind of a feeling. Maybe you see it as like a baggage and you don't want to carry that into this relationship. But it doesn't work in that way. You can deal with those kind of things together as like a strong unit. But something is holding you from each other. It could be like from the other person as well. I don't know why. Like strong feelings, obviously. And there's a potential and hope. You are ready to get involved with this kind of a relationship, but something is holding you. And it is not being addressed. It is not being talked, maybe. If there was a union, things could be so easy. If you guys were clear to each other, things could be so easy. Like, this person is my boyfriend. Or this person is my girlfriend. We are going to get married. We are engaged. Declaration of the love to other people. They know that you're not single. They know that this person is not single. They know that you like each other. They know that you would like to get involved with each other. Things could be easier. I don't know why. Things could be easier. At least one problem is away, you know? At least the relationship is not a problem. Why? There's a transformation period is coming to your life. Your relationship is going to evolve into a situation, and it is like inevitable, okay? It is inevitable. It's going to happen no matter what happens. And a lot of joyful situations, a lot of beautiful dates, a lot of good things can actually happen. And, this person can be really passionate and assertive when it comes to relationship. However, there's a warning that comes with the devil. It is talking about like unhealthy, uncontrolling situations can happen too. It could be out of your control. The controlling from the other person, controlling from the situations, the involvements of the other people. Like, for a reason, you might feel like you're not the priority or you're not the person who is dealing with your own life, but you are just like reacting to the situation. It doesn't have to be in this way. It has to be addressed. And there's a really good kind of a passion that I see. The wands are talking about the passion and everything. And you have it. You have all the potential in this situation. But if you are not talking about what is happening, and if you're not talking about like why the priority is always something else, things can crumble. And you don't have to have those kind of negativities in your life. Like, significant changes and transformations are going to happen. People are going to know that you're together, for example. But make it sure that it is coming from a really good place. You have to address if there's any kind of a negativity. And in number one, it was like that too. But this one is not coming from like, the family or whatever. This is coming from like two people and what they think of. Maybe there's some kind of a lack mentality. You would like to get involved with this person. Like there's some kind of a relationship you want with this person, but maybe you think that you cannot afford it. Or maybe the other person is thinking that they're not going to provide you a really good life or whatever. It could be something like that too. It could be like a delusion. Like whatever that you are thinking that is important and it requires a priority, it is a delusion. It doesn't have to be in this way. A lot of desires are coming from both sides, okay? You desire each other physically and emotionally, but there's always a but. But first, but I have to do this first, but I have to deal with the work first, but I have to deal with the children first. Like something is keeping you. And that seems really unnecessary and could be problematic in the future. So you have to address it first. You have to address it first so you can have like a really beautiful, inspirational and stable love connection later on. Okay, there's like a huge potential in this situation, but first you have to give the priority to yourselves. Like individuality of a situation doesn't bring two people together. You have to look everything from like, we are going to do this. We are going to work as like a unit. We as like a couple. But what I see is like, I have to deal with everything by myself. Or that person is just like, I have to do this and I have to do that. Unnecessary. Probably you're going to have that kind of a talk, and maybe you have to have that kind of a talk to have like a beautiful, clean slate for this relationship. Apparently everybody is asking for it, like clean slate. First I have to deal with this thing and so we can have... No. If you talk about it, it is clean already. That was all. I'm not going to keep it long. I hope you enjoyed your reading and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, number 3. How's it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we're going to look at the relationship situations. If you already have somebody in your life, if you're talking to someone specific, but you're not so sure if there's any kind of relationship or not, or you already have a beautiful relationship and you would like to see what is next, okay? We are going to look at that with the tarot cards, not using any other things, not necessary. Okay. Let's see, the Chariot. All right, beautiful start. Seven of Cups, desires. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Are you getting a breakup? I had to ask, I'm sorry. Queen of Swords and 2 of Wands. At the end of the deck, there's Ace of Wands. Okay, 2 victorious cards and 2 monetarily beautiful cards, and hard work and effort and visioning and looking forward to what is going to happen in this relationship. Okay, 2 different scenarios I see. One, if you are unhappy in this situation, you are going to walk away and you're going to feel really good about it. The other one is if you're not in a really terrible relationship, if you're already happy, then it means you are going to escalate. Things are going to escalate. You're going to have this beautiful relationship that can turn into a matrimony, even though you don't believe it. Some kind of a union. It doesn't have to be like you're signing a paper or anything, okay? But 2 different things. First, let's talk about the people who are having a terrible situation at a specific moment, like you're not really happy. What I see here is like happiness, like nothing negative in here, okay? Everything is really nice. You're really victorious. You're just like acing your game. You're doing everything in a beautiful way. You're really good by yourself. Like 9 of Pentacles are talking about a person who happens to be single and just like thriving. And next to the other cards, I can say that you will be better alone. Like you don't need this person in your life. If you are in a relationship that doesn't make you really happy, this is time for you to walk away. A lot of fish in the sea. And the moment you walk away, things will go in a really bright situations, like everything will thrive. your work will thrive, your family situation will thrive, your friendships are going to thrive, you will thrive. Like everything will be really good after this. You will have like victorious situations in your life. You will rule, okay? You will have better and really bright future, and you will have different plans and everything. If you walk away, everything will be really good. You are going to feel really good after this. Like you're not going to be alone. That's for sure. Like even though the single cards here, like a lot of fish in the sea, you can date a lot of different people, you can enjoy your life. If you are in a relationship that has been going on for a while and you're just like struggling, maybe you should like keep it, maybe you should just like work on it, things can go in a better way. No. There was a video that I made for one of the other channels that I have. It was a video about like tolerable level of permanent unhappiness. I'll pass. No, thank you. No, thank you. Please, no. Hell no. The person I see here is just like having the best time in their lives. So if you're not really happy, if you're not so sure about this person, like what they are doing, what they are doing? They are doing everything except making you happy. Why are you with them? And I think it is time for you to walk away. You will walk away victoriously. Things are going to happen in your favor. And, I'm just going to say that if you are in a marriage that it is not going really well, you're getting a, separation, maybe you're getting a divorce, all the people in your lives that you actually like, they will come with you and they're going to cut down ties with the other person. You're not going to be alone, It's not like you're going to change everything in your life. You have to start over. You have to just like struggle. No, you're not going to lose a shit. You're not going to lose anything. If you walk away, good things will come with you and the negativities will vanish. This is just for the people who are having, problematic situations, okay? For argument's sake, you are not having a problematic situation and you are just like having fun with the person in your life, what I can say is that you are going to have this plan for the future. It can go in a really beautiful way. You can collaborate with the person in your life. You can work together, you can have money together, like something that you can do can create a lot of money. Could be like a side hustle, but it doesn't have to be like a small thing. Some people are just like getting involved with the relationships so they can have more views online. I know so many people in my circle, they just like, they were dating casually. They saw that people liked it and they became an item. And after that, people were watching them more and they enjoyed the situation. They earned a lot of money. They got a lot of sponsorships and everything. And then they were like, okay, let's just make a wedding. And then they were not denying that they were doing it for the money. But they were not lying to each other, okay? They were just being honest. They had feelings for each other. And maybe they wouldn't do that. Maybe they wouldn't encourage themselves to take those kind of steps. Getting married is not easy. It is not cheap. But because they were getting a lot of attention and love from the other people and they were getting a lot of money from the other people, they were like, okay, let's get married. And they got married. They made children. Everything made them more money. They are living in a prosperous life now because of the union. And they couldn't even think of maybe at the beginning. Maybe if they were like by themselves, they would be like, okay, I'm going to date, but I'm not so sure what's going to happen. But because of the support of the other people or, the views or the money and everything, they were like, okay, I can do this thing. And they did that and they're having a beautiful life. It worked for them. So something like that can happen to you. I'm not saying that you're going to be like internet famous couples. I'm not saying like that, but like you can actually work together and it can turn into something more beautiful. And there's an online situation that is going on. It can happen too, People are going to look at you online. They're going to love you more. They're going to be interested with your life maybe. It can happen too, of course. I'm not saying that it cannot happen. Some kind of a recognition and, success. It is coming from the union. Some people who are getting married, like men mostly, like 99%, when they get married, they get the promotion and they get like more recognition at their work and whatever. I think it can happen to you as well. after this union, I'm not saying that you're going to like 100% you're going to get married. Of course, I'm not saying that. But after this union, that is going to be public for a reason. I don't know. But you're going to get some kind of a recognition, and you're going to be like, okay, this person, number 3, is a reliable person. And you're going to get more opportunities in life. Maybe thanks to their families. They're going to introduce you to the other people. Like some kind of an involvement with this person can actually turn into a really profitable situation, even though you're not looking from this angle, okay? Maybe you're just like in love with this person. You would like to have like a really passionate and loving situation with this person. Yes, it is there, definitely. But it can turn into something else. And I believe this union is going to take another kind of a step. It is going to accelerate the things in your life, and it is going to bring you more. And it is inevitable if you're happy with this person. Okay? If you're already like having like a beautiful relationship with this person, it's going to bring you a lot of things in life, I guess. I didn't see so many involvements of the other people, even though like support and the recognition of the other people. I didn't see a lot of like other people that are being involved, even though there's like a recognition and out there, you are being out there, people are looking at you, you can actually get the support from the other people. I didn't see like a negative situation that is coming from other people. Like Queen of Swords was in one of the readings, and it was like it could be like a really nasty situation, but in here it is not like that. It is like moving forward. It is looking what is in front of her and planning what is going to happen next with an open mind. They just like wish, and they expect, and they plan. They know they can do. So in this situation, what I can say is that as a union, as like a unit, you guys can actually plan what can happen next. And it could be really strong. It could be really powerful. Power couple. You guys can turn into a power couple. It has a name. And I see a marriage, some kind of a marriage. Like it doesn't, again, I have to say that it doesn't have to be like signing out a paper, having like a beautiful event for celebration, like a wedding, or, getting people into a place and celebrations, parties, or whatever. I didn't see something like that, even though it can happen, by the way. It has the potential. Like some kind of an agreement. Okay, this is my person. Yes, this is my person. We know each other. This is a union. This union is going to be really prosperous. Okay, that was all. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope to see you in the other readings. Bye!